Since the beginning of time, people have told stories about strange and scary creatures hiding in the shadows. These tales have been passed down through generations, whispered around campfires and etched into the walls of ancient caves. They speak of beings that lurk just beyond the edge of our understanding, waiting to be discovered. The deep ocean, a place we haven't explored much, has always been mysterious. It's a vast, dark expanse that covers more than 70% of our planet. Yet we know more about the surface of the moon than we do about the depths of our own oceans. The ocean's horizon at dusk, where the sky meets the sea, is a gateway to the unknown. It's full of amazing and scary creatures living in a world that's always kind of dark. These creatures have adapted to survive in extreme conditions where sunlight never reaches. The underwater coral reefs and bioluminescent marine life create an otherworldly landscape, teeming with life that seems almost alien to us. The pressure is super strong, and the only light comes from glowing animals. These bioluminescent fish and other creatures have evolved to produce their own light, creating a mesmerizing display in the pitch-black waters. The deep ocean environment is harsh and unforgiving, yet it is home to some of the most fascinating and resilient life forms on Earth. For a long time, people thought these stories were just made up, like stories sailors told around a campfire. Sailors, with their tales of sea monsters and uncharted waters, were often dismissed as superstitious or imaginative. Historical sailors on ships and old maritime paintings capture the essence of these legends, blending fact and fiction in a way that has captivated our imaginations for centuries. But now, we can explore the deep ocean and take pictures underwater. Advances in technology have allowed us to send submersibles and scuba divers into the depths, capturing images and videos of creatures and landscapes that were once thought to be the stuff of myth. Modern underwater exploration has opened up a new frontier, revealing the secrets of the deep ocean in ways we never thought possible. We're seeing things that would have seemed impossible years ago. Rare underwater creatures, once only imagined in the minds of storytellers, are now being documented and studied. Deep-sea exploration footage shows divers discovering marine life that challenges our understanding of biology and adaptation. Each new discovery adds a piece to the puzzle of our planet's biodiversity. Fishermen, the brave people who fish in the deep ocean, are also helping us find these weird creatures. Their work takes them to the most remote and dangerous parts of the ocean, where they encounter species that have never been seen before. Fishermen pulling up nets filled with strange and unusual catches provide valuable data for scientists studying the deep sea. They pull up things that look so strange, so different from anything we know, that it makes us wonder what else is out there. These strange deep-sea creatures with their bizarre shapes and features challenge our perceptions of life on Earth. Each new find is a reminder of how much we have yet to learn about the world beneath the waves, and it fuels our curiosity to keep exploring the unknown. Deep down in the cold, dark ocean near Australia, where almost nothing lives, lies a world that is both mysterious and fascinating. The depths are so dark and cold that only the most resilient creatures can survive here. The pressure is immense, and the environment is harsh, making it a place where only the most unique and adapted species can thrive. Among these extraordinary creatures, there's a fish that looks like it's made of the ocean floor itself. This fish has mastered the art of camouflage, blending seamlessly with its surroundings to avoid predators and surprise its prey. It's called a blobfish, and it looks kind of, well, blobby. The blobfish has a gelatinous appearance, which makes it look like a floating mass of jelly. Its unique look has earned it a reputation as one of the strangest creatures in the ocean. It doesn't have many muscles, so it just floats around, saving energy. The blobfish's lack of muscle is actually an adaptation to its environment. In the deep sea, where food is scarce, conserving energy is crucial for survival. Its body is like jelly, which helps it float in the deep ocean where the pressure is really high. This gelatinous body structure allows the blobfish to withstand the crushing pressures of the deep sea, which would be fatal to most other creatures. Its face, if you can call it that, is really simple. Two little eyes on a big pink blobby head. The blobfish's face might look odd to us, but it's perfectly suited to its environment. Its eyes are adapted to the low light conditions of the deep sea, allowing it to spot prey in the darkness. Someone caught one by accident while fishing for other fish, and this accidental catch brought the blobfish into the spotlight. The fisherman was surprised to find such an unusual creature in their net, and a picture of it went viral. The image of the blobfish quickly spread across the internet, capturing the curiosity and imagination of people around the world. Now everyone knows about the blobfish, one of the weirdest creatures in the ocean. Its fame has made it a symbol of the strange and wonderful diversity of life in the deep sea, reminding us of the many mysteries that still lie beneath the waves. For hundreds of years, people have told stories about huge sea monsters, creatures so enormous and terrifying that they could pull entire ships underwater with ease. These tales were passed down through generations, often growing more elaborate with each retelling. Sailors would recount their harrowing encounters with these beasts during stormy nights at sea, where the waves crashed violently against their ships, and the wind howled like a banshee. Many ships were lost to the depths, and the survivors would speak of monstrous tentacles wrapping around their vessels. People thought these were just stories until we discovered the giant squid. This elusive creature, once thought to be a figment of imagination, turned out to be very real. The giant squid, with its long tentacles and massive size, matched the descriptions from those old sailor tales. These huge creatures live in the darkest parts of the ocean, where sunlight can't reach. The deep sea is a mysterious and largely unexplored world, filled with wonders and dangers alike. In this pitch-black environment, the giant squid thrives, navigating the inky depths with ease. They can grow to be 43 feet long. To put that into perspective, that's about the length of a school bus. Imagine encountering such a massive creature in the open ocean. It's no wonder sailors were both fascinated and terrified by these beings. Their eyes are as big as dinner plates, the biggest eyes of any animal. These enormous eyes are perfectly adapted to the dark, allowing the giant squid to detect even the faintest glimmers of light in the abyss. These giant eyes help them see the tiny glowing lights of other deep-sea creatures. In the darkness of the deep ocean, bioluminescence is a common trait among many species. The giant squid uses its keen vision to hunt and navigate, making it a formidable predator in its shadowy realm. For a long time, scientists wanted to see a giant squid in the ocean. Despite numerous attempts, these creatures remained elusive, adding to their mystique. Researchers dedicated years to studying the deep sea, hoping to catch a glimpse of this legendary beast. Finally, in 2012, some Japanese scientists used a special submarine with cameras to film a giant squid. This groundbreaking footage provided the first-ever glimpse of a live giant squid in its natural habitat, a monumental achievement in marine biology. It was amazing and a little scary to see. The sight of this enormous creature gliding through the water with its long tentacles trailing behind left scientists and viewers alike in awe. This discovery not only confirmed the existence of the giant squid, but also opened up new possibilities for understanding the mysteries of the deep sea. Imagine a creature so weird it looks like it came from a dinosaur book. That's the goblin shark, a fish that has lived in the ocean for over 125 million years. Its long nose looks like a flat blade with sharp teeth. This nose isn't just for looks, it helps the goblin shark find food in the dark. It can sense the tiny electrical signals from other animals. When it finds something to eat, its jaws shoot out super fast, catching the prey with its sharp teeth. Goblin sharks are very rare and we don't see them very often. Imagine a long silvery fish with a bright red fin, like a sea serpent from a story. That's the oarfish, the longest bony fish in the world. They can grow longer than 50 feet. They live deep in the ocean, about 3,000 feet down, so we don't see them very often. Sometimes they wash up on beaches, and people are amazed by how big they are. Some people believe that seeing an oarfish means an earthquake or tsunami is coming. Scientists don't know if that's true, but it shows how mysterious these creatures are. In the deep ocean, where it's always dark, some creatures make their own light. The anglerfish is one of them. It has a glowing light on its head, like a fishing pole. Tiny glowing bacteria live inside the light, and it attracts other fish. When a fish comes close, thinking it's found food, the anglerfish catches it with its huge mouth and sharp teeth. It's a clever trick. Imagine a creature so old it looks like it belongs with the dinosaurs. That's the frilled shark, a fish that has been around for 80 million years. It has frilly gills on its throat that make it look a little like a lizard. Its long, thin body and long tail fin help it swim quickly. It's a hunter, and it catches its prey with quick strikes. Its teeth curve backwards so its food can't escape. In the dark depths of the ocean, there's a beautiful creature that looks like it's from another planet. It's called the vampire squid, but it's not a scary vampire. It eats tiny bits of food that float down from the surface. It has the biggest eyes compared to its body size of any animal. These big eyes help it see in the dark. If it's scared, it can turn its arms inside out, showing spiky things that make it look scary. Imagine a fish with a see-through head. That's the barrel-eye fish. Its eyes look upwards through the clear part of its head. It was discovered in 1939, and scientists were puzzled by its strange head. Its eyes are shaped like tubes and are very good at seeing light in the dark. The clear dome on its head is like a lens, helping it see even better. Deep in the ocean, where food is hard to find, creatures can get really big. The giant isopod is like a huge pill bug. It's the biggest isopod in the world and it can grow to be over 16 inches long. It has a hard shell and eats dead animals that fall to the ocean floor. It can even crush bones with its strong jaws. Giant isopods can live for months without eating anything. Don't let its small size fool you. The sarcastic fringehead is a tough little fish. It lives in the Pacific Ocean and is very protective of its home. If it feels threatened, it opens its huge mouth, showing its bright yellow inside and sharp teeth. It also bobs its head and moves its fins to scare away other fish. Sarcastic fringeheads live in shells or cracks in rocks, and they will fight to protect their homes. In the deepest, darkest part of the ocean, there's a fish that looks really strange. It's called the gulper eel, and it has a huge mouth that's always open. Its mouth is much bigger than its body, and its jaw can open really wide so it can swallow things bigger than itself. Its stomach can stretch like a balloon to hold all that food. The gulper eel waits in the dark with its mouth open, ready to eat anything that swims by. We've seen some amazing creatures in the deep ocean, from the blobfish to the anglerfish. It's a dark and mysterious place, but it's full of life. Even though it's a tough place to live, these animals have found ways to survive. What other secrets are hiding in the deep ocean? What other strange creatures are waiting to be discovered? The ocean is a huge place, and there's so much more to explore. Tell me in the comments what you think, and if you've heard of any other weird creatures. Don't forget to subscribe for more deep sea adventures.